Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another VW. Sorry, I'm slightly late. I was just about to get ready and I forgot I didn't have a coffee. So I went and did a coffee. How is everyone? I can't believe it's Friday already. These weeks are going quicker and quicker. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. We're going to be doing a bit more of the camper tonight. And you can see it's up there. But we're not going to need that tonight. So I've left it on the shelf. So let me go through some chat first. So we've got Mark in saying good evening, everyone. Hi, Mark. Dale is in. Evening, everyone. Hi, Dale. Thank you for joining. Dave Matt says good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Alex. Have a great stream. Thank you very much, Dave Matt. And Dave Matt says good evening to Mark and Dale. Mark says evening to Dave Matt Builds and Dale. Dale says hi, Mark and Dave Matt. And Danno's Universe says hello, everyone. So hi, Danno. Hope you're well. And Dave Mack says hi to Danno. Brilliant. So that is the chat up to date. So we're going to be doing issue 95 today, which is the back. So we are going to be doing the rear. We're going to be putting some hinges on and stuff. More pins involved. The joys. We're going to be adding. I've had to go back through the archives because where is it? Yeah, that's it. We're going to need the back from issue 3. Which has got the number plate on it. So, yeah, we're going to be bringing some of that together and putting some weird hinge system on. And, yeah, I don't know. We'll have a look. So, yes, let me go through some more chat. So, yeah, Dave Matt says hi to Danno. Old Boy's Toys. Hi, all. Hi, old boy. Thank you very much for joining. Nice to see you. Ash says evening to everyone. So hi, Ash. Mark's Mod says evening, Old Boys Toys. And Dave Matt says hi, Old Boys Toys. And Ash, Mark says evening, Ash. Old Boys says hi to Dave and Mark. We've got Ian in. Good evening, all. So hi, Ian. Hope you're well. David Bassett says good evening, Alex, and all in chat. Good luck with your stream tonight. Thank you very much, David. Mark says new number plates in the post soon. Oh, yes, I forgot about them. Thank you. DS Monol says hi, everyone, and hi, Horlixs. Good luck with the show and build. Thank you very much, Dave. Dave Matt says evening to Ian and David Bassett. And Dave Matt says evening to Sir Dave. Mark says evening, Ian and David Bassett. Okay, there we go. That's the chat for now. So let me sort out cameras, and then we'll get down to some building. So lots of parts in here. So we've got the rear end, which is this big red piece here. Okay. Engine cover strut, which is in here. I'm going to need to get some tweezers out. So yeah, this is the engine cover strut. So that's pretty cool. It's already assembled that. 3 is the strut bracket, which is this one here. We've then got 4, which is the strut bracket 2, which is this piece here. 5, we've got pins, and they are in the package there with some tape on. So let me get these out and put them in my screw tray. 6 is hinges, and we've got 2 of those, and they look the same to me. Yeah, they're exactly the same. So we've got two more hinges there, and then we've got lots of screws here. So BD04 screws. I'm actually going to move these pins, and I'm going to take all these out. BD04. I'm not sure if we're going to need them all in this issue or not, but I can put them in my pot. BD08. So 4, 8, and then we've got BP09. Okay, and we've also got some new screwdrivers, because the other ones were wearing out. Excuse the pun. I have had them about 4 years. So I've got some two replacements, nice and sharp at the end, plus the new, new to my collection, the PH1, just for the chunkier screws, because I normally head over to my Oria, which has got the same end on. So hopefully that will see me good. So we got them. So I think we are ready to start the build. So we got a bit of a blown up diagram of everything we're going to be doing. So there's, a fair amount to do. So let's start. So retrieve the engine cover, completed in issue 3. If I can get it out. There we go. Yeah, retrieve the engine cover, complete in issue 3, fit one of the hinges into the hinge bracket as shown in the picture, and then insert one of the pins. Always bearing in mind that the grooved end of the pin should be outside. What do you mean outside? Inside? The grooved end of the pin should be outside. When you look at this, now you won't pick this up, maybe. The grooved end, they've got facing inside. And then when you see him push it in, you can tell that's the grooved end because you have to push it in this way. So we're just going to follow that. So These are going to go in like so, all being well with the instructions. So let's start pinning. Okay, that's one end. Then I'm going to grab my pliers. Okay, perfect. That's one in. Follow the same process to fit the second hinge with the second corresponding pin. Now this one does have that the same way, so let's put that in. We'll pin it. Perfect. Done. Now we've got a flappy engine cover. So let me go through some more chat. David Bassett says, evening to Ian Campbell, Sir Dave, DS Models, Dave Mac Builds and Marks and Mods. Dave Mac Builds says, I'm getting another build tomorrow, but not saying what it is yet until the unboxing. Wow. I suggest we all go and have a look at Dave Mac's channel then, when he releases the video. Ian says, Danno's Universe, you had any posts? Question mark. David Bassett says, evening, Danno's Universe. Old Boys Toys. Cheers for subbing, Danno. Yes, I will check. I'm not sure if I don't think I'm subbed to you, so I will also do the same. Like support. So. Mark says, Ian Campbell, that reminds me, I need to order something from you next week. Ian says, please do, Mark. Ian says, my internet is really playing up. And Ian says, oh, Dave, Mac Builds, exciting. Okay. So we've done that. So let's move on then. Place the engine cover at the rear end so the hinges are on the inside posts as shown. Secure the hinges to the rear with 4 BD08 screws. So I'll get the oil out ready. So let me pick my weapon of choice. PH0. PH1. That fits nice. Let's try out the PH1. So we're going to slot the engine cover in from the outside in. And then we can place that down. Line up our hinge holes. Well, these new screwdrivers need a bit of magnetising, so you go. Right, video 8. I'm just going to start them all off so that the hinges are aligned. Put one on the other side. Tighten those up. Perfect. And then we have the back door on. Now, I'm not quite sure how it's got like a little catch there. So when it goes down, it does clip in and doesn't fall out. The problem is, from the outside, I'm not sure. I suppose you pull on the number plate. But there we go. And that is a nice fit. So that is that part done. Happy with that. Okay, so next we are going to place the strut bracket at the point indicated and screw it with 2 BD08 screws. Okay, so that's going to be here, and we want this one here. And it's going to sit on there facing outwards. Okay, 2 BD08 screws. I know it's going to be hard for you to see while I'm well, that's one started. I'm just going to get the other one in. Perfect. And now we can tighten them up. Okay. That is that in place. The next step is to place the strut bracket 1 at the point indicated of the engine cover and the direction shown in the picture and secure it with 2 BD08 screws. Okay, so this is going to go on facing the other one. Like that. And that should be all the BD08 screws used in this session. Because I've got one left, which will be my spare. Oh, I'm full. Oh, I absolutely love this PH1 screwdriver. Makes things so much easier. Right, cool. that's that done. Next, we're going to ensure that the strut is located as shown in the picture and secure it with 2 BP09 screws. So the strut is going to sit like that. So the short one, you want the long piece behind the short one, and then it's going to go on there like so. So you're going to attach the short one there, push that down, and then we're going to attach the long one like that. So that's what it's going to look like. And we're going to do that with, the 2 BP09 screws. Now, have I got a mini screwdriver? That is the question. I'm not sure I'm going to get in. That's not. Oh, I might have to just try and make do. Let's see how we get on. BP09. Sorry, BD. Yeah, BP09 screws. So I'm going to need to use the PH0. No, the PH00. So let me start with this bottom one. Now, if I thought about this, I could have. That's not working. Right, so we don't want to go too tight with these because they've got to move. I'm guessing. Push that down, and then we're going to attach that with the other one. I'll switch back to the PH0 because that fits better. And then we're going to do the same there. Secure that. So when we pull that out, that works really well. That's how we should look. And it stays open if you want to display with the engine open. And that closes still nicely. And that's just how it looks like for reference. Okay, perfect. So oh, is that it? No, that's it. I thought there was more to do than that. That's it, folks. No. I wanted to clean these fingerprints off. Right then. So really happy with that. That's really good. That works as intended. That's lovely, isn't it? You can have it whatever angle you want. It holds it open. Whether this will loosen over time doesn't look like it. the screws aren't moving, so that's good. But yes, I completely forgot. Mark has kindly gifted me something special for the back of this and the front. So we will have a look at that at some point. So yeah, there we go. That is this issue. I'm guessing in the coming weeks we'll be attaching that to the back with the rest of the frame. So we're going to store the BD04 screws for a later session. So they will just go straight into my pot with the BD04 screws. We know where they are if we need to come back. We've got plenty of spares anyway. I'm just going to put them all in there with them. We've got a BD08 screw that can go in. And we've got a BP09 screw that can go in. They're spares. Lovely. There you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that issue. More of the back end complete. And she does look stunning. Look at that. And it fits nicely. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Right. Let me catch up with some of this chat because it's gone mad. We've got Steve131 in. Evening all. Hi, Steve. Thanks for joining. Hope you're okay. Ian says hi to Steve. Mark says hi to Steve. Steve131 says Ian Campbell. Evening, sir. Dave Matt says hi to Steve. Steve says, Mark, good evening. How are you? Steve says, Danno Builds, good evening. Mark says, Steve131, not great, Steve, but getting there. Yeah, Danno's Universe says, no post yet, Ian. Ian says, okay, so well, something special is on its way, Danno. Ian says, Mods, check Facebook. Steve131 says, Mods, got stung 70 notes at the dentist yesterday myself. Danno says, thank you, Ian, and two big smiley grins. Mike's Mod says, Steve131, didn't cost me anything, but I have to have double local anaesthetic as one dose does not work on me anymore. Well, yeah, I mean, I go and it doesn't work at all on me. So unfortunately, if and when I need any work done, I've got like a hybrid dental surgery, if you like. So half of it's private, half of it's NHS. So I have to now pay, well, when I can afford it, £700 to be knocked out, to have sedation. I have to have sedation because I can't. I've just got this. I've grown to have this terrible phobia of dentists, and even if I have a checkup and they put the mirror in my mouth, I start shaking out of control. It's mad, just because of a couple of bad experiences I've had, and now I can't deal with it. It's the worst thing ever. I mean, I know they're not pleasant anyway, but I just can't. I cannot personally deal with it, and I've tried. I thought, no, this is ridiculous. Let's just go in and get it done. I just can't deal with it. And then they have to abort because I'm just a mess. So I have to pay £700 to get sedated. That's how much it costs, plus whatever treatment. So they do the treatment on the NHS, but I have to pay the £700 because they have to get the nurses in to do the sedation. So I think that's where the money, why it costs so much, because they come in specifically for it. So yeah. Steve says, hey, how you can't feel your face for half the day. As I say, yeah, for me, the anaesthetic doesn't work. Like, they've tried before. They gave me 10, 11 injections around the whole area, and it just does not work. And I did wonder why. And they said, because you get in such a state, you got your adrenaline pumping, that can cancel out the effect of it. And so because I'm in a state before we've even got anywhere, I think that's the reason it doesn't work. Ian says, I'll send you some cotton gloves. Yeah, I know. I have to keep cleaning it. Get all the fingerprints all over it. So, yeah. Steve131 says, looking nice, Alex. Thank you. Dave Max says, looks great, Alex. Ian says, the worry is the screw will loosen and fall out. Yeah, well, that's what I was just saying to you, but it seems to be okay. Like, I'm just concentrating on the screws and they're not moving. So I think we should be okay. But you can get to this one out of the model. In fact, you could get to that one as well from outside the model. So if that did ever happen, you could still get to that, as long as this area doesn't get blocked up with anything. Depends how far the engine sits forward, but you might still be able to get to that. Or the only other option, you could use Loctite, although I don't know where mine is. Oh, I do. But then saying that, I didn't found this work very well. But then maybe it's because I've got the normal one. Because I used this for the Terminator fingers and it just did not work. They still came loose. So, Steve131 put thread lock on. Oh, yeah, see, like, I'm covering everything. I need to read the chat first. Yeah, I've got some, so I could do, but that stuff particularly doesn't work. I need to get I think there's a different type. You can get a slightly harder one, can't you? A more permanent one. Ian says, nice one, Alex. Thank you. And Ian says, how's Wendy? Don't hear much of her anymore. No, do you know what? The problem is, right, I had a massive box, like a wholesale box of coffee beans, and they landed at work. Don't ask me how, but they landed at work, and I was allowed to have them. And now I've run out of them, and beans are quite expensive, so I don't really tend to. I have it as a treat on a Saturday, Sunday morning. I'll make myself a latte, but I can't rattle through them like I was because the beans are so expensive. Oh, boys, toys is nice one, Horlixs. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll come over and sub. I don't think I'm subbed to you, so I will come over and give you a sub for sure. DS is well done. Alex, thank you very much. David Bassett says, nice build. Thank you very much. Ian says, hybrid, half electric and petrol, Alex. Yeah, you know what I mean. They're trying to sell me one in my BMW dealership, actually. They keep ringing me this week. Actually, they phoned me today. They want to get me into a 330e hybrid thing. But I'm like, yeah, if you're paying for it. Ian says, I've had a private dental plan for 10 years, never used it once, but Ju uses it every year. David Bassett says, I never liked the dentist. As a youngster, my local dentist was German, and we had those horrid drills, run off rubber bands. Noise was horrendous, and he didn't believe in injections. Nightmare. Oh, my God. Ian says, Ju goes dentist and never has the anaesthetic. Should rather go it raw. Oh, my God. No, I couldn't do it. That's the problem. Because the anaesthetic doesn't work for me, it is pretty much raw, and I'm literally that's why I've now got a phobia, because I was having some treatment done. They struck a nerve, and I've never pounced out of a chair like, oh, it was absolute horrendous. Ian says, I'm looking at 330e myself. Look pretty good. Yeah, they do look lovely. So my dealership's trying to get me into one. Not at the price of them. I mean, and I'm really sad because my car was worth X amount just before Christmas, and they've done a appraisal on it, and it's really reduced in what they'll give me Part X for. and I haven't got the extra 14 grand to put towards the newer one. So, but they do look nice, and they're trying to get me on like they were talking about doing a financial deal thing, but I just can't do it. But and not only that, you have to pay per if you they're trying to get you on these PCP plans now, so it's X amount a month, and then at the end of the term, you've then still got. So, for example, to change mine into a 70 plate, so a 2020 330, they want another 14 grand on top of mine because they're only gonna the car's 24, so they're only gonna give me 10 for mine. And then by the time you've paid the monthly payments for 48 months, then at the end of the term, you've got to pay 13 grand if you want to keep the car. So that I just don't understand where all this finance money's going. If you're paying X amount a month and you've still got to pay, it's just all a bit much for me. Our boy Toy says just a fire waiting to happen. EVS. Yeah, electric vehicles. Yeah, it's not fully electric though. It's obviously hybrid. It does. I think the guy he said to me, it does about 30 miles on electric. The rest of it's petrol. But it's all right if you nip into the shop or whatever. Ian says sometimes better to sell private. You'll get yeah. David Bassett says, don't buy one of those, Alex. My son is a mechanic and works for BMW. He says they're useless. They're ever going wrong and they are lethal if the battery catches fire. Oh my God. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, mine's been going in and out. I've got the diesel. I've got a 320D at the moment, and I love it. But that had a big fire thing going on it. It had a recall, and it'd been going in and out for checks for quite a few months, and they kept sending me letters, and it was something to do with the EGR cooler. But that's all been done now. They've replaced it, the whole cooler system and the EGR valve. It's all been done. It was done in January, just after Christmas. So yeah. Ian says, thanks for the advice. I'll go for my other choice, a Mercedes AMG CLA 45 then. Mind you, I think they're just as bad. No, I don't know. There was a time where I saw Mercedes, and every time I was going up Taunton Towers on the motorway, I'd always see a Mercedes on fire in the lay-by. I mean, I don't know. It's like anything, isn't it? Sweet. David says, don't take their part exchange in any case. They're ripping it. Yeah, I know. I know this because, it's not even, I don't want to go on, but when I bought mine, I bought it cash outright because I could. And I'm super happy. Now, looking back, I got a really, really good deal on that car out there. Really good deal based on today. So when I bought it, it was 3 years old. It's got all the toys, low mileage, and it was a good price. But if you compare it to today, with with a car that's 3 years old, they want so much more money. So I had a really good deal, really. But after I bought mine, I wanted to, probably about 3, 4, 5 months later, I happened, because I drive past a BMW garage to work, I happened to see a 4 Series diesel, and it was a convertible. Now, I've had a convertible before. You don't really get much use out of them in the UK, but I thought, oh, that's nice. And it was in the nice Estral blue colour I really like. And I popped in and I thought, oh, I wonder how much, it would cost extra just to get me out of this and into that one. Bearing in mind, this 4 Series was a year older than the one I've got. Oh, they wanted another 7 grand on top. And it was a year older. It had more mileage. The wheels were estate and curbed. And their answer to that was, oh, it's all right. We'll take the wheels off your current BMW and put it on this one. I was like, well, yeah, that's fair enough. But Oh, and it was just like, no, they wanted more money for an older car just because it was a convertible. And I was like, nah. Ian says it was said it was an electric vehicle that took out 300 cars at Luton Airport. Yeah, it was. I saw that. Old Boy's Toys says salesman's cut. Yeah, David Bassett says in Campbell it was an electric car. I think it was a Land Rover. Yeah, I think it was something like that, Land Rover or a Ford, or was it a Ford something, an electric Ford Cougar type thing? Or, yeah, it was something that went up. Ian says David Bassett, I can see the cost of parking going through the roof to cover insurance costs for the airports. Yeah. Old Boys says electric vehicles price fall off a cliff after 12 months. Yeah, and do you know what really worries me is not so much him catching on fire or anything like that. It's the cost of the battery. If a battery pack goes, you're looking at almost the same price as to buy another car. Ian says, "Oh, boys, yeah, that's the same for all cars. As soon as you drive off the premises, you're doing 25%. Yeah, down. Right. Anyway, thank you all for the lovely chat tonight. It's been great. It's been a great build. I'm now going shopping. I did a bit of a meal plan with my housemate. I need to lose some weight. I know I'm not going on a full diet as such because it just never happens, but being a little bit more careful, watching calories and proteins and stuff like that. So I've done like a little meal prep and done some figures and that. So we're going shopping and hopefully, yeah. But I like to go about now, or 8:30ish probably go because supermarket gets quite quiet. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this evening. David Bassett says, had an accident in my car. An insurance company wanted to write it off without even inspecting it, saying it would take 9,000 to repair. The car's not worth 6,000. My son has fixed it for me for 2,000. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? My insurance is going to go through the roof. Go on the drink diet, Alex. Who needs food when they can have percent? Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to get rid of the belly though, mainly, and you'll end up with, a beer belly, which isn't going to help. David Bassett says batteries don't last. As you say, cost more than the car, yeah. But yeah, cool. Right, so what we got coming up? Tomorrow we have the Bedford show. I think it's just going to be old school, me and Dave tomorrow. Dave, DS Models, because unfortunately, as most of you may be aware, Lindsay's poorly at the moment, so he's having some time off, so he won't be joining us. Carl Scale Modeling, unfortunately, can't join us tomorrow because he's moving rooms or he's moving rooms, his hobby room and stuff. So that's really exciting for him. But so he's got all his models packed away safely because he's obviously in the process of this move. So he's not joining us tomorrow evening. As for Sprue and Glue, I'm not sure. He didn't come for the last couple of weeks. So I'm not sure if Sprue will be there or not. He might be, he might not be. But me and Dave will be. So that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Then Sunday we have Mark's Mods and Kev from the Nexus doing the Partwork live show. So please check them out, 7 o'clock on Sunday. Monday, I've not heard anything yet, but potentially Julie will be doing the Doll's House at 7, all being well. If she feels better or not, I don't know. We should probably decide nearer the time. So yeah, Doll's House at 7 on Monday, and then after that will be myself with the La Ferrari. So But obviously, depending on Julie, we might go out 7 if she's not streaming. If she is, it'll be 8, half 8. So just keep an eye on the notifications. Yeah, and I think that's it for now. Oh, Tuesday is the Geordie Dave doing a couple of issues of Titanic, I believe, at 7 o'clock. So yeah, that'll do for now. So Ian Campbell says, tuck it in your belt. Yeah. Ian says thumbs up all. Thank you. Old boy says drink whiskey. Yeah. Ian Campbell says Stella. David Bassett says the infrastructure for charging is not even in place for what are on the road now, and National Grid cannot cope now. No, that's it. Ian says, David Bassett, that's why I would not go full electric. Yeah, well, that's it. I think if you go use the petrol side, it charges the battery up, doesn't it? Ian says, night, guys. Great stream. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, have a good weekend. And Dave Bassett says, Stephen Owen has been posting on Facebook about all these new buses that are breaking down almost as soon as they go into service. Yeah, it is. It's not quite there yet. We haven't, as you say, we haven't got the infrastructure for it. So, yeah, cool. David Bassett says, night, Alex, and all in chat. So, yeah, that just leaves me to say, have a good weekend. I will be back tomorrow with Dave for the Bedford show. So yeah, have a good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and all your support, and I will see you on the next one. In the description is my wish list and the link if you wanted to build this yourself as well, and also the links to the rest of the community. So yeah, take care, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.